In today's video, we are going to be reacting to gender pronoun TikTok videos. If you're like me, you're highly confused by all the gender pronouns, all the different things people call themselves. The Bible makes it very clear when it comes to gender. God made male and female. So if you are deciding you're not one of those things, it's not from God giving you that identity. It comes from the enemy. And I want to show you this in these TikTok videos we are going to react to. Again, guys, these make me scratch my head. These make me so confused. I have major love for these people. I pray for these people. But here's the thing where I'm very confused about, and here's the thing that's frustrating to me. If you don't call people now by their preferred pronoun or whatever pronoun that they've made up in the videos you're going to see here, you're considered hater, you're a bigot, you are somebody that's frowned upon, you get canceled for not calling people the 1,000 titles that they've named. Now you see bathrooms, there's no male or female bathrooms anymore. Target and Walmart and Disney, they've all removed male, female, boys, girls. It's kind of just be whatever, do whatever you want to be, you can be. I'm going to show you though how crazy this is by watching these TikTok videos that they've made. And you can tell me if I'm the only one that thinks it's getting out of hand. And I refuse to figure out the 500 they, them pronouns that we're supposed to call. We need to stand up for this stuff, because if not, we're just going to let society continue to make us seem like we're the bad ones because we're not willing to call people whatever it is they want to be called. I was watching a Congress hearing where they're asking a law professor if men can get pregnant, and she told the senator that he was basically full of hatred because he believes men can't get pregnant. So that's the day we live in, where if you think men can't get pregnant, then you're a hater, you're a bigot. Let's watch these videos. Let's react to these TikToks in this video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. If you feel confused watching this, join the club. These are popular TikTok videos about gender pronouns. Let's watch this together here.
Hi, I'm Nadine, a sex educator.
And I'm Eva, a sex researcher.
I use the pronouns she and her because I'm a woman, and when I was your age, I used to be a girl.
Gender is how you feel on the inside about whether you're a boy.
These are children, by the way. You want to talk about confusion? If you don't think this is happening in your kid's school, it absolutely is.
Or a girl, a man, or a woman. If you're non-binary, feel like neither or both. People can also be fluid, feel more.
Look at how confused these kids look. Look at his face. Kids should not be learning about this. They go to school to learn about like real topics, and this is what they're learning. And look at his face, how confused he is. That tells it all
like
here.
Female, more like male, based on a different day or time. It's really individual.
Absolutely.
Everyone born with a vulva is a girl. True or false?
Or identifies.
I didn't even know what that was at that age. I don't even know if I still know what that is.
Not everybody is sure, and that makes sense. But our genitals actually don't determine our gender. So some people born with vulvas can be boys.
And this is where they start saying men can get pregnant because a trans woman who identifies as a man can now be pregnant. But biologically, it's impossible. But again, these kids this is what's happening in our school districts, especially
Gender creative parenting is a better option for parenting than assigning kids genders at birth.
Hey, Davey.
Yes,
If a person doesn't feel like they're a boy or a girl, what do we call them?
they.
Mappa.
Now, kids only know this because we're telling them this. This is like classic grade A brainwashing. No kid would know what that is unless we taught them and unless we did this. And then look at this, okay? Here's the next one. Mappa is mommy and papa together. So if you want to be both, you're a mappa. Watch this.
Nini.
Nini, nopa, taken from, I don't even know what that means. Non-binary parent is a nopa.
Nopa. Nori. Opa. Pere.
Look at these. Pom-pom, papa and mom intertwined.
Pom-pom. Zaza. Zizi.
Trixic, toric, feminomoric, viramor.
How are we supposed to keep up with all this? How are we supposed to call people this and understand this? And what a world that we live in. What a world that we live in. Look at this.
Allosexual.
They, them, theirs.
They're customizable. Anything can be a pronoun.
So, well, yeah, because they're customizable, anything. So now anything can be a pronoun.
Neurodivergent noun self pronouns. Animal noun self pronoun.
When this intersects, you get now. I'm scratching my head here.
Neopronouns.
So gender dysphoria.
Gender euphoria.
I describe myself as agender.
What is androsexual? Gender queer person.
Homosexuality, bi doesn't really fit them, lesbian doesn't really fit them, pan, asexual, etc.
Asexual, demisexual.
Okay, guys, let me tell you what this is. I know I'm going to get hate. Cancel me, okay? This is called a spirit of confusion that we deal with all the time when we're casting demons out of people. And these people need prayer, they need freedom, they need deliverance, and we need to bring them that. That's what this is. They They are confused. Just the same way you feel confused, the spirit that they're dealing with is causing them to be this confused.
Cupiosexual. Autosexual.
Cupiosexual.
Asexuality and allosexuals.
Neuroqueer. Gray sexuality.
I'm demisexual.
Dexera is a gender identity that's similar to being a girl.
Let's talk about cupiosexuals and cupioromantics.
Let's talk about libidoist and non-libidoist asexual.
Pangender. Non-asexual aromantic and allosexual aromantic.
Micro labels. People with penises or people with vaginas, rather than saying male and female or men and women.
Please do not.
Now listen to this guy yelling. I don't know why he's yelling at this national convention, but watch what he's saying here.
Use gendered language to address everyone.
Let's watch that back one more time. I have no idea why he's screaming. Why are you yelling at us? Listen.
Or men and women.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
And then this is absolutely crazy. This is like a convention where people are introducing themselves at a college. These are educated people. Look at how they're introducing themselves, the world that we live in. Listen to this.
Jackson, Sacramento, he, him.
Brian Laverne, he, him.
Hi, I am Andy P. From Los Angeles, they, them pronouns.
Thank you, Chair. Nick, he, him, his from Twin Cities.
James Jackson, Sacramento DSA, he, him.
Hi, my.
What a weird time to be alive. Some of you that are older, write something in the comments and let me know. I'm only 31, but I feel like this is absolutely crazy. Like, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone watching this. Like, what world do we live in when you have to get up and say he, him, they, them? You can't even just say, my name's John. Like, I'm a guy.
My name is Onlin Wang. I use he, him.
This is Chris, he, him from Cleveland.
This is Daniel Ray from Piedmont. He, him pronouns.
My name is Trey. I use they, them, and he, him pronouns.
Such a weird time to be alive.
Examples of my gender fluidity being little.
So she's going to talk about her gender fluidity, which if you don't know what that is, it means one second you feel male, the next second you feel female. Guys, these are spirits. That's what they are. The spirits coming up, making you feel a certain way, but she's going to talk about it.
Number 1, feeling like a guy and visiting my relatives. I don't know if you know this, but I am not out to my family. Therefore, when I'm feeling like a guy but I have to present super feminine in front of my relatives, it makes me feel icky inside. Also, gender dysphoria is a bit. Number 2, when suddenly my gender decides to change right before bed. I'll just be vibing and then it'll be like, binder time. No, Michael, it's not binder time, it's bedtime. Binder time. Number 3, in the frickin' middle of the day. I'll be walking all happily along. And then suddenly, boom, gender change. No, now is not the time, Michael. I have a data run. I don't need this dysphoria right now. Most of the time, I won't have the resources or capabilities to reduce the gender dysphoria because I didn't bring along with me a hat or a binder or makeup if it's the other way around. So, it's a bitch. It's a real bitch.
Hi, everyone.
And just so you guys know, the world doesn't know what to call unclean spirits or demonic spirits. And by the way, I had them and got delivered from them. So I'm not sitting here going, look at, they have demons. A lot of people do, and a lot of people need help, and we need to help them as Christians. But the world can't label this. So when you see people saying, I have this come up, making me feel like a guy, this coming up. This next one here, I followed this guy. I've watched his lives before. In his live stream, okay, he has what's called DID. It's where you have multiple identities. You have different people living in you, quote unquote. He literally says that all of these like 15 or 20 different people living in him came at different places of trauma in his life. So in his videos, he says, when I was 5 years old, 6 years old, 10 years old, these different personalities came into me and make me literally turn me into these different people. And you're going to see him change into different people here, literally manifesting spirits. But he even talks about them coming into him and why he is like this. And again, they don't know what to say, but these are unclean spirits. Watch this.
Everybody, it's your friendly female altar art. And in today's video, we will be switching. Me and Alex will be switching out who is in front in this video. Now, just as a disclaimer, every system is going to switch differently, and
he calls these different personality systems in him.
Switch in every system is going to look differently.
Story is
just because me and Alex can switch very fast does not mean every altar in our system can switch this fast. Please give us a like because I know we're going to get called fake for this. All right, here goes.
Hey everyone, it's Alex from the A system. The reason me and Art can switch so quickly is because we've been in the system the longest. We've both been in the system since early childhood. We have switched tens of thousands of times. Not all the switches in our system are that smooth.
It's so
example,
sad.
the switch between
are literally just speaking out of
me and Asher is a lot longer than that. Thank you.
Tips on how you can be a better intersex ally. When it comes to inclusive language, oftentimes people tend to use phrases like people with penises or people with vaginas rather than saying male and female or men and women. While this can absolutely be inclusive for trans people, unfortunately it's not always the most inclusive language for intersex people. My advice is to use language that focuses on function and not just form.
What is intersex? I don't even know.
That means focusing on the actual
How is
function that
anyone
you're
supposed to
talking
know
about,
this?
Such as people who can get pregnant, people who can get other people pregnant, people who are at risk of testicular cancer, and so on and so forth. This is much more inclusive because there are intersex people who are born with a vagina but don't have a uterus or ovaries or an ability to menstruate. This is because some people that are born with a penis don't have testes. So it's much more inclusive to say what you actually mean than it is to use language that works around
I'm
that.
so confused.
Instead of using the typical mom and dad parent titles, there's actually gender neutral and non-binary parent titles that exist. It can be hard for parents within the LGBTQIA+ community.
And is it just me, or does every day a new letter get added to this community?
To find a word that they feel comfortable being addressed as by their children. So here are some examples. Dama, Mada, Maddie, Madi,
How about no, no?
Nini, Nopa, Nori, Opa, Pere, Pom Pom, Zaza, and Zizi. You can find more examples on the website listed above. I would also like to say I cannot believe that 12,000 of you are following me. Thank you so much. I love you.
Binary folks get pronouns that point to who they are, man or woman. But if the only pronoun that non-binary people had was...
Okay, I think we're done watching these videos. This is what I'm talking about, guys. We live in such a weird world. And do I hate these people? Of course not. I love them. I pray for them. I cry for them. I want to see them delivered. Everything we do to train people to see them get delivered, to help people get free, to help people that are dealing with mental illness, and a lot of the time it's demonic spirits, is because we have compassion. We don't get paid for it. We make nothing from it. We need to rise up. We need to help people that are in this situation. But what we don't need to do is blend in, act like this is normal, act like this is okay, and act like we're the crazy ones. Watching that video, are we the crazy ones, or is this crazy? It's just such a weird time. I look back to a time where life was so simple and so different to now, as I'm getting older, I look at the world that my kids are gonna have to be raised in, and I just don't wanna stand silent. I don't wanna just lay down and follow after these names, call people what they wanna be called, learn the 100,000 pronouns. The Bible says it very clear in Genesis, God made male and female. The devil distorts, the devil perverts, the devil convolutes, the devil confuses, the devil brings division. This is not God doing this. This is the enemy. We need to pray against this. Our battle is not flesh and blood. We're not fighting people. We're fighting against spirits. Now, if you do speak against this or don't use pronouns, you get canceled. You get your videos taken down. You get community guideline strikes. I literally got kicked out of the TikTok creator fund for making a video like this. So I can no longer make any finances on TikTok. I'm completely banned from it, from the creator fund for like, I think 9 months or 10 months for just repeating what they say. Like I literally played a clip of a Disney employee saying, yeah, we need to be gender inclusive, all that, and I got banned. It's absolutely crazy. It's the world we live in. Let me know what you think about this down below, where we're headed. We're in the last days for sure. I would love to hear your opinion. This is not to bash on them. I wanted to react to some of these TikToks to kind of let some of you guys know what is going on in the world. These are like, videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views, people commenting, yes, yes, yes. And so I just wanted to speak up on this and against this with love and compassion for these people, while at the same time putting my foot down saying, enough is enough. This is absolutely crazy, out of control. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you want to support the ministry on a monthly basis, you can down below. We stream Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 6 o'clock Pacific. I'll see you guys in the live streams.